I started my first business in 2004 and started investing into China's growth. During the past 16 years, as an entrepreneur myself and an investor in China, I have witnessed the rapid development of China's economy and the companies and the growth of its capital market along the way. After getting my MBA from Harvard in 2003, I returned to China and founded China Universal Asset Management, my first startup baby. Fast forward to 2015, 11 years later, it became one of the largest asset managers in China with an average annual return of over 28%. China Universal Asset Management has built up an industry-leading research-driven methodology and has forged a robust entrepreneurial ecosystem. In 2015, I founded Loyal Valley Capital, my second child of entrepreneurship, and my dream is to build LVC to be the investment powerhouse of China. This time, I was determined to find those extraordinary companies representing the future of the economy through in-depth research, through investment and the long-term operational value add. We, together with entrepreneurs, create great companies that generate tremendous value for our society, and at the same time, bring substantial investment returns to our investors. In the past 5 years, we have followed our values firmly. From time to time, we revisit our original intentions of setting up LVC, which we called the origin of our heart. We hope that every investment we make is in line with our values, empowering others to create outstanding value. With rapid development of Chinese economy, we have been deeply cultivating in our focused sectors. We have invested in more than 50 outstanding Chinese companies in consumer, healthcare, and advanced manufacturing. So far, we have 12 companies listed, and within the next 2 to 3 years, another over 20 companies are expected to be listed. Our investments is deeply rooted in our long-term, in-depth research approach. Our investment team hold many company visits each week, and we maintain long-term and continuous contacts with hundreds of companies. We hold investment committee meetings and in-depth research meetings every Monday afternoon. In these meetings, we discuss investment decisions in live deals as well as research analysis of particular industry or company. That allows us to make better investment calls in our companies, improve success rates in investments, and minimize risks in the meantime. For the past 5 years, we have been asking ourselves, what's the most important trend in consumers in China? One big group of consumers we have been studying deeply over the past years. They are young generation. They are new consumers in China. There are more than 500 million young people, young generation, which were born from 1985 to 2010. These 500 million people is online generation. Compared with their parents, they are more international. They are more confident. They dare to borrow money. They are willing to accept new brands. They are willing to accept new products. Understanding these people, investing into them, investing into companies that capitalize on these people are a very important strategy that we have been following in LVC.
In the past 5 years, we have been heavily investing in entertainment, education, and brand consumption centering around the younger generation in China, especially Generation Z. We have invested in 3 most popular content platforms among Chinese youngsters: Bilibili, TikTok, and NetEase Music. We're also covering some top content producers like Happy Twist, Wajijiwa, Sugarman, etc. in areas like movie, reality shows, anime, and gaming. As for education, we have invested in both offline high-end brand education and also vertical online education platforms. When it comes to brand consumption, we have invested in the top-end designer collectible, Pop Mart, and also new marketing-savvy liquor brands, Jiang Xiaobai. In the future, we are still investing for the Generation Z in areas like food and beverage, cosmetic and skincare, and coffee and tea drinks, etc. We believe China will see dozens of multi-billion consumer companies emerge in the near future.
The other group of people we have been studying deeply is the aging population. China has the largest aging population in the world, and we are living in a great era of life science technology innovation. The innovation of life science has been so dramatic that almost every week we can see new developments in cancer treatment, in immunotherapy, in cell treatment, and in gene developments. China has the advantage of a large population base, a large cancer pool, significant unmet medical needs, large number of scientists and researchers, and the lower cost of development cost. We firmly believe that there will be a group of world-class Chinese pharmaceutical companies that will contribute dramatically over the years to mankind in the years to come.
Our healthcare investment strategy is to focus on China's urgent and unmet medical needs. For example, in the oncology field, we invest in those companies with products that have huge medical needs and great market potential, as well as the management team with excellent innovation capabilities. Currently, we have invested in a number of domestic biotech companies with extraordinary innovation capabilities, including Junshi, InnoCare, and Akiso. With our deep research and broad network in China, we are able to provide supports and suggestions to our portfolio companies, such as commercial strategy, capital market plan, human resources and organizations, as well as pipeline construction, etc.
Manufacturing in China has undergone tremendous changes in the past 30 years, and the industry has grown very, very fast. Backed by China's vast market size, high-end manufacturing companies with strong independent R&D capabilities have rapidly grown, driven by localization in the 5G, consumer electronic, new materials, electronic vehicle industries. The companies have strong R&D, have the potential for high growth in the next 10 to 20 years. With the launch of Science and Technology Board in Shanghai Stock Exchange in 2019, exit channels are opened up for PE investors and resulted in substantial returns for our investors.
In the past 5 years, we have been focusing on the themes like technological advancements and innovation. We carefully selected and invested in several companies with core competence and high growth, including BioSpace, Ivory Holding, and Subcon, and we helped these companies to go public in these years. We firmly believe that China's population scale, engineers pool, and tightly organized division of labor in the supply chain system are the three powerful foundations of China's manufacturing industry. Those leading companies would be able to make good use of this advantage and build a deep moat against their competitors. They would also be able to realize a second growth path thanks to the current technological innovation and vertical integration brought by the current technology revolution. We are optimistic about these leading Chinese companies evolving into truly world-class advanced manufacturing firms. In the future, our team will continue conducting in-depth value chain research, deep diving into opportunities brought by consumer electronics, smart car, and technological innovation. We would put our focus on those core manufacturing companies that promote and lead the commercialization of new technologies along the value chain.
Leveraging LVC's strengths in research, capital market, and entrepreneurial ecosystem built over the past 16 years, we will use flexible structures in strategic investments to support the leading companies to grow and realize its full valuation potential.
At LVC, we aim to partner with leading entrepreneurs with flexible structures, such as take private, carve out, MBO, strategic minority, in order to allow their companies to realize full business and valuation potential. The investments are based on LVC's 3 core capabilities. Firstly, deep sector research to identify deals. Secondly, strong public market experience to understand valuation and exit. And thirdly, wide network of entrepreneurs ecosystem for proprietary sourcing and establish trusted partnership.
And after 5 years continuous hard work, our team has become experts in their respective fields of focus. At the same time, we have developed international standards, internal management, and risk controlled systems. We have 4 committees: management committee, investment committee, valuation committee, and exit committee. Every Monday morning, all members of management committee sit together to discuss the important works we are doing and discuss the interactions between different teams and discuss what we are going to do in the next coming weeks. Investment, valuation, and exit and post-investment portfolio meetings are also held regularly to ensure a full life cycle of investments is being carried out as meticulously planned with high standards. Risk management is at the heart of Loyal Valley Capital's investment philosophy. Whenever we are doing investments, the most important question we ask ourselves is, where are the risks? And what's the best way to mitigate the risks? We always refer to a quote from Warren Buffett. The secret to investments is very simple. Rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. As an entrepreneur myself, for 16 years, I generally understand the challenges and even the pain of being an entrepreneur in China and the challenges of sitting on the top of a big company. Therefore, I always try to provide as much help as possible to the leaders, the business leaders in China. And because of our understanding of these entrepreneurs and because our support, capital market level, on a personal level as well, we became their partner of choice when these companies need new investments. China is developing quickly into deep industrialization and urbanization. Our generation has been so fortunate to witness and to invest into these companies and to create tremendous value for our investors. In the last 20 years, more outstanding companies will grow up in China. Loyal Valley Capital is well positioned to capitalize on this great opportunity and help this company to become outstanding global leaders and create outstanding value for our investors globally.